Hello, book fans. Robin here, back in the book garden. Recorded this just after my March overview. So this is my April, what I'm going to be reading in April. The weather's still rubbish, it's still raining, it's still grey and cold. I'm here with books. Now this book, if you remember, just straight into my March list because it arrived on the day I was recording. Didn't actually read it. It did say I probably wouldn't read it. It's The Song of the Huntress by Lucy Holland. It's a sort of British folklore reimagining. It's going top of the pile for April. So that's April. April should hopefully have finished that by my birthday, which is on April the 8th. Do feel free to send books. Song of the Huntress, Lucy Holland. Looking forward to that. Russo, really looking forward to Doug Johnson's The Collapsing Wave, published by Arenda Books. Doug Johnson wrote The Space Between Us, which is a sort of first contact, what do we do with strangers and people who need our help type novel set in Scotland. And this is a follow-up, which I didn't know there was going to be a follow-up. The publisher Arenda very kindly sent me a copy of this. I'm looking forward to checking that out because I really enjoyed the first one. That's going to be my second book in April. My third book will probably be The Adventures of Almina Sirafi, which was the Waterstone's science fiction book of the month choice for March by Shannon Chakraborty. Hopefully I didn't really enjoy, if you've watched my March video, I didn't really enjoy their choice for February that I read in March that I watched in April. I didn't so much enjoy that one, so I'm hoping this is a bit better. This promises to be, so it's set in the Indian Ocean, it promises fantastical pirates and a fantastical female pirate, so I'll have to wait and see whether I enjoy it. Hopefully I will, and I'll report back. Next up are some children's books. This one I really wanted to read because it's quite issue driven. So When Jake's Stomach Growls is the voice that answers. So it's called Louder Than Hunger. Don't eat that garbage. You already ate an apple today. You didn't exercise enough. So it's kind of clearly about eating disorders. I think the author had an eating disorder. I review on Geek Dad, and these kind of things are really important to the people who read and the website, and obviously bringing up children who might be experiencing these issues. I really wanted to read this. It's a prose poem, so it's kind of sort of a bit out there on the old text formatting, but I'm looking forward to checking that out. I reckon it's probably going to be quite moving and probably quite a hard read, but I definitely want to check that out. So that's Louder Than Hunger by John Shue. Probably the book I'm looking forward to most in April is called I Am Wolf by Alistair Chisholm. This is, I've got to set a proof, it's got my name on it, from Nosy Crow. It's out on the 9th of May, so I'll probably squeeze this in at the end of the month. And it's basically, well, I'll read you the little bit of blurb I've got. Cole belongs to Wolf. He lives with his crew on their construct. Wolf, a huge technological creature driven by the crew's combined willpower, the cool, powerful and revealed. Wolf rose their savage world, fighting for territory and battling other constructs. I've read a couple of children's science fiction-ish books by Alistair Chisholm. He wrote Adam 2, which is a sort of robot coming-of-age story, sort of around Adam, obviously, sort of Adam and Eve. It's a repopulation type story in an apocalypse, which was really good. And then he wrote another one, all about another kind of apocalyptic, ravaged world with a girl who can sort of see into the past. The Consequence Girl, I think that was called. Both really excellent, so I'm really looking forward to reading I Am Wolf, because I reckon, and what I'm hoping, it's as good as those two, because he's a brilliant writer, so I can't wait to see what that one holds in store for us. And then a couple of choices that aren't from my review pile. I've got this, now you may have heard of it, it's called The Three Body Problem by Cixin Liu, and this has just been made into a Netflix TV series, which is supposed to be, well, it seems to have split the opinions of critics, but I haven't watched it yet because I want to read the book first. I've had this sitting on my shelf for about 5 years, so I want to read this next. So I'm going to, I've stuck that on in a sort of, oh, maybe if I stick it in the pile and tell people I'm going to read it, I actually will. We know how that often goes. We'll have to see. And then finally is my book club choice, which is by Rebecca Waite. It's called I'm Sorry You Feel That Way. I bought this for my wife for her birthday. And it's for Alice and Hannah, Satan's Sinner, growing up as a trial. There is their mother who takes a divide and conquer approach to child rearing, and their father who takes an absent one. There's also their older brother Michael, whose disapproval is a force to be reckoned with. My wife says this is really good. It had really good reviews in the press. That's my book club choice for April. My wife actually looks quite a lot like the young ladies on the front cover here, so that's partly why I bought it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to reading that. It was the Guardian Best Book of Fiction for 2022, or one of them, one they chose for 2022. It's like I say, I've read lots of good things about it, so I'm hoping it's good, and I will report back. Completely different to everything else. Everything else is futuristic science fiction, first contact, old folklore tales. This is proper kind of, I don't know if it's a kitchen sink drama exactly, but it's a contemporary family drama. So looking forward to a palette cleanser there. I better actually find out where my book group choice is because I've forgotten when I actually need to read that book by. So that's it. Very quick overview of what I'm reading in April. Hopefully I'll see you at the end of the month with what I've read. And I'm going to try and do a little bit more on Instagram and things and try and promote the channel and the books that I've read a little bit more. So look out for those too. And I'll see you soon somewhere in the book garden. Hopefully I can do nice Instagram pictures in the garden if it stops raining. Bye.